Hey YouTube, my name is Sven. Welcome to the Metal Foundry. I'm sitting here next to Perry from Pendulum.
Hello.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
First of all, welcome to Belgium, man.
Dank u wel.
This is the muddiest edition of Graspop, I think.
I heard, yeah. We got sent photos by the crew this morning.
Yeah.
We've only just arrived. So yeah, and just mud, water. Yeah, they needed a boat.
It's actually very, for me personally, it's very special because it's kind of some kind of full circle experience for me. Because when I first started to go to Graspop Metal Meeting was around the time when you guys released Hold Your Color.
Okay, oh wow.
So now I'm seeing guys at Graspop Metal Meeting. So that's
very
like
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our first time out. We've done, well, that's all we've done this year, I think, is metal festivals, but we've never done Graspop before, so it's, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, can you explain a bit about like the link, because it's like, okay, now we've just seen Electric Callboy, which is kind of a link between electro music and metal, but drum and bass and metal music, that's something, sounds different, but some similarities, right, I think?
Yeah, it's fast to start with. So, well, in the band we were all metalheads anyway, so, but who had an interest in electronic music.
Oh, that's cool.
But, so, when our first album, Hold Your Colour, had a bit of metal in it, but it was the second album in Silico that had the proper metal influences.
Yeah.
I was more of a heavy sound on it, so the first metal festival we did was Download in 2008.
Wow.
So we got invited to do that. We were like, seriously? Download? Shit. Because the whole thing about metal festivals with bottles of not water, piss flying through the air, especially at Download.
So we have 1 hour now.
Hey, cool. Should we do this again?
So I think we filmed the first part.
Okay, cool.
I can even also use the sound of that camera.
Yeah, sure.
So the next part will be with the complete recording. Okay. So you were saying about Download. So 2008 you had the first Download experience.
In 2008 we were invited to do Download, and we were shocked that we got the invitation, to tell you the truth, and we were a bit reticent to do it because the reputation that Download has of bottles flying through the air full of piss. So,
really?
Yeah, we thought they'd hate us, so we thought that we'd get thrown a lot of piss thrown at us on stage. But so we were on the stage just before going on. Ace Frehley just came off. We were on after just Ace Frehley, and then so we had a bit of a chat before going on. So worst case scenario, worst thing that's going to happen is a bottle of piss lands in your face and piss is going to go in your mouth. What are you going to do? We're going to walk off, we're going to stay on. We all looked at each other and went, stay on. Cool, let's do the gig. So we did the gig, and people coming from the main stage to the second stage where we were. More and more people started coming, and we were like, wow. And at one point I counted 9 circle pits.
9 circle pits
at
the same time.
At the same time, it was just like, because there's so many people there. It was one there, one there, one there, one there. That's all of us. I was like, okay, something's happening here. So
cool.
That's when we realised, okay, this is going to cross over. So, and it did, which is great.
Yeah, and so you also continue to involve more metal techniques in your playing and recording and writing songs. So?
Well, my playing has always been about metal, so I can only play metal really. So even when I was a kid, when I first started playing, like most guitarists, most rock guitarists start playing metal. And that's what I did.
What's the first song you started playing?
It's probably The Trooper by Iron Maiden.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, on an acoustic guitar with action like that. so then moving that onto an electric guitar after playing such a horrible acoustic.
Yeah,
it made it sound quite easy. So
it
was, so it's probably The Trooper. Yeah.
And what's your best festival memory as a spectator or also as a player?
Spectator? Wow. probably 1997 Glastonbury.
Wow.
Because there was watching Prodigy and Radiohead and I can't remember who else it played, but it was that was an amazing.
You've seen the OGs actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Prodigy headlining one night, and it's just one of those most amazing. Everybody talks about that festival as being one of the best ever, and it really was.
Yeah, and you guys also
not much metal there. It's just a bunch of hippies, really.
Yeah, but you guys also pay a beautiful homage to Prodigy as well.
Yes. Yeah. We remixed one of their songs many years ago. Did Voodoo People, and we used a snippet of that in
the Pendulum remix.
Yeah, we still play it.
Oh wow! I can play it today.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
So the Metal Foundry is about guitar nerds, and I'm a massive guitar nerd. So I think you might be a guitar nerd as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I could talk for days about bloody guitars.
What's the gear you're using today?
I play PRS guitar, so I've got a Custom 24 Floyd.
Nice.
But I've got a special one. It's been customised somewhat. It's got a Sustainiac in the neck position.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why in a bit about why the Sustainiac. And everything on the guitar is gold, so it's got gold hardware, and even the guitar itself has got gold. It's shiny gold, so I use it to reflect some light during the gigs.
So like Adam Jones is doing with a little mirror, just doing with a complete guitar.
It's the whole guitar is gold, apart from the fretboard. Yeah. So it's all gold. So
cool.
It's, I call it Gold D for some reason. Don't know why.
Goldie.
But so that runs into a Helix, a Licensed Helix. I haven't switched on the guitar amp since 2018. And so that's the reason I use. Well, the problem that we had with miking up guitar amps, especially with electronic music, is it's really difficult to blend it in on the mix.
Yeah.
It's all because of the air. But if you DI guitars, they sit in the mix perfectly for some weird reason. I don't know why. So I used to use a hybrid setup of Helix and a Hughes and Kettner amp. Love Hughes and Kettner. So I've got some at home in the studio. Amazing sound. But we were doing a bunch of fly gigs, and we had to strip everything down to as small as possible. And the smallest I could do was obviously just the Helix. So we started doing that, and it just started working fine. It worked perfectly. So since then, I haven't used an amplifier live, and that's why I use the Sustainiac in the guitar, because if you've got no amplifier, we don't have any speakers on stage either.
So you have no feedback.
So no feedback. But I do, because flip the switch and it goes. So it's false feedback, but actually it isn't false. It is true feedback. So, but it's there instead of the.
It is feed. Oh, and then and what kind of amplifier is your profile based on? Because you're used to play Hughes and Kettner now.
Sadly there isn't a Hughes and Kettner profile in the Helix. I use Boogie.
Yeah.
Mainly Boogie and the PRS amps, the Archon, I think.
Oh yeah, the Archon sounds amazing.
It's really good. But I use the HX Stomp as well.
Yeah.
One of the effects loops.
Yeah.
So that takes my old system. The Hughes and Kettner amp was the mono signal, bang in the middle.
Yeah.
And then the Helix was the stereo signal.
Yeah.
So it's split. And so it doesn't matter where you stand in front of the stage, you still hear two amplifiers.
Yeah.
So even if you're on the far left or the far right, you're still hearing two amps. So it's a lot fatter sound.
Yeah.
So instead of using the Hughes and Kettner amp, I use a HX Stomp and an amp in there in mono. So I've got a mono amp and a stereo amp.
So you're using an HX Stomp as an amp, with an amp profile to combine it together with the other amps. That's insane. That sounds so cool.
You have to flip the phase on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you get phase problems. But it just works. It's such a good sound. One amp down the middle, and left right. The left right is delayed by 25 milliseconds, I think. So it just gets a big fat sound.
Like double tracking actually. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. And then another amp bang in the middle, so it just makes it sound huge. I'm the only guitarist in the band, but need the guitar to sound as big as possible.
Yeah.
Because on the actual record, I'm quadrupling parts. There's so many guitar parts on there.
And do you play any leads, or is it just rhythm that you're doing?
Both. Yeah. Mainly rhythm, because there's some lead bits in it, but it's just laying down the groove really. That's what's important to a Pendulum.
Yeah, because how do you mix it in, indeed in a groovy sound like Pendulum? There's a lot of rhythmic things going on, melodies going on, lots of layers going on. Where do you put the guitar in somewhere?
On some of the songs, like the song that we did with In Flames, Self vs. Self.
Yeah.
I'm combining 3 guitar parts in one. So the rhythm parts are a twin lead as well, all at the same time. So there's a lot of that going on in there. Yeah. So but it's I work it out and it does work fine, but it's mainly just sitting in there with the groove. That's cool. The important thing. And there's a lot of right hand, battery by Metallica. Yeah. Basically, I'm just doing battery all the way through. All that stuff. That's all I'm doing.
Awesome. Cool, man.
And that really works with drum and bass, weirdly enough.
Yeah, it is.
That battery thing. So.
I think for a movie Spawn, there used to be some remixes from Metallica. I think for Whom the Bell Tolls, it was remixed kind of strange electro.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And did you get the time to watch some of the shows tonight?
No, I won't. No, just arrived. We'll be on stage in about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I haven't got any Wellington boots with me, so I've only got my shoes.
You can borrow mine if you don't have to go barefoot.
I heard it's a bit muddy out there. No, we won't have time to. Sadly, I would have loved to be here yesterday. Did Tool play yesterday? Tool played it yesterday.
Tool played yesterday. It was amazing.
Bruce Dickinson, I would have loved to see him earlier on, but Biohazard are on the same time as us. Yeah. Judas Priest are on the same time as us. It's like shit.
It's tough competition to play.
Absolutely, it's a bit of a shame, but that's what happens at festivals. You can't see them all.
It's true.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Thank you very much for.
Hey. Sorry about that.
No problem. Could just get it out.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of other questions. Actually, the interesting thing is that you're using the main boogie sound in your Helix. Yeah. You're also playing PRS. Those are the 2 main arch parts of new metal. Actually.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't sound new metal. No, it definitely doesn't sound new metal.
Do you use any effects in your setup?
Yeah, for clean sounds, I always use compressor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I use on the very end of the chain as well. Is the LA2 compressor, stereo compressor. I just put that at the very end of the chain and just makes everything sound great.
Oh yeah.
And I don't mess with any of the parameters. It's whatever comes up when you bring that block up, the LA2, the LA Studio, I think.
Yeah.
That at the very end of the chain after everything, and that just makes it sound great. I call it the Ultra Awesomizer. Yeah. It just makes it sound so good. But yeah, stereo delays, the odd reverb here and there, nothing major. I use for lead sounds to get that extra punch. I use the clone in there and a tube screamer as well sometimes. Cool. Nothing too left field. It's all, if you look at the signal chain, it's all pretty normal.
Are you using the floor model, right?
No, I'm using the it's a rack. So everything's racked up now. So I've got the rack and I've got the HX stomping as well, and the new little HX1.
Okay.
I use that as a pitch shifter.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So your multi-effects, you're playing kind of like different kind of effects.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But I use the HX1 as the it's a I used to bring 8 guitars on the road, different tunings.
Yeah.
My main tune is E flat standard, but I use D tuning as well, D standard, and E standard. And instead of using more than one guitar, I use the HX1 is a pitch shifter, the polyphonic pitch shifter.
That's clever.
Yeah, and it works. It's brilliant.
Wow.
So hardly any latency at all whatsoever.
Yeah, because that's important. It's important.
I've got, so how many guitars I've got? I use 2. I've got 3, but I use 2. So
okay.
Yeah.
You got a Goldie and another one.
Yeah.
The same spec.
Yeah. It's one of them's purple, but it's the SE as well.
Yeah.
So it's the Indonesian or Korean or whatever. Yeah. So I've got the American one, but I didn't want to put Sustainiac in that because it's one of the nicest guitars I've ever played. So I don't want to gouge that out with anything.
And do you have different kinds of pickups or just standard pickups that come
standard
with
stock?
Okay.
Whatever they come with. It's,
awesome.
It's the
nice.
with the American Custom 24 Floyd. I did take out the stock pickups and I put stock pickups. They come with metal.
Yeah.
I think they're called the metal pickups, but I got the one down from that.
Yeah.
It's the HFS, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And so it's a little less output. I don't like high output, too much high output pickups. I like a little bit. For me, when you put a high output pickup in the guitar, you can only hear the actual metal itself, the string or the pickup.
Yeah.
Lower output, you can hear more of the wood.
Yeah, more dynamics.
Yeah. So there's more resonance. You can hear the resonance of the wood. So that's why I use less powerful pickups. Yeah. This sounds heavy.
Yeah.
This sounds very heavy. Yeah.
Hey, thank you very much, man.
No problem at all. This is my pleasure.
So this was a brief chat with Perry from Pendulum. My name was Sven. You've been watching the Metal Foundry, and look forward to see you in a future video. Bye. Yeah.